one there. Just one. Just one. Just one. Caps. Caps.
Welcome to Sunday the 12th of January. It's been a hectic morning. George's recovery is going pretty well. He's looking way less bruised, but he's woke up this morning really hyper, trying to do stuff that really don't want him to do, a bit climbing and stuff like that. Pretty destructive and moaning to me about cupcakes. So Amy's she's up in the shower. I heard her go in the shower, so hopefully I'll get up to Asda, get these blooming cupcakes, because he's not stopped banging on about them since 6 this morning. So yeah, that's our Sunday morning. This is just one of the... I'm going to try to make this video about these demands that are put on us and we have no time to deal with them, like today. Let's get into it a bit later, but I'm just going to have a coffee quickly, wait for Amy to come down, give her a chance to wake up a bit, and then I'm going to shoot to Asda. So, a semi-successful trip. He's behind me, look. A semi-successful trip. I literally went up to Asda, got the fairy cakes that George is eating. Do you want to show me your fairy cake?
I'm a lost princess.
Show me the fairy cake!
I am the lost princess.
I'm a lost princess. I'm not a bloody lost princess. So, I went and got the fairy cakes. They had one pack with normal with no icing on. They had two with icing, so I got two with icing because he will pull the top icing off. I got them, got the space areas, got Matthew's lunch stuff for the week, and literally as I got out of the car, he was ringing me. Matthew had been ringing me, and it's like a 2-minute drive, so they obviously tried ringing me before I left. Basically, he's broke one of the PS4 controllers by just continuously whacking it all the time and stuff. And Amy has already ordered 2 new ones to come, but they're coming on Amazon by 10 PM tonight. So rather than put up with him smashing stuff all day because it won't pause and he can't rewind stuff and all that sort of thing, she's just going to go and get one from the range. So
the cakes and the names, but that's my ball.
So rather than put up with him just smashing things all day and breaking more things. What are you saying? Show me then. So yeah, rather than him just break something else today, she's just going to go and get another one. So this brings back my point of, at what point, if you've got children like George, or a child like George, or a daughter like George, or son like George, whatever, at what point do you say no? You're going to put them in the bin? Good boy.
3, 4, 5, 6,
He's putting the rubbish behind me, look.
Did he? No, 8.
What?
3, 7, 8.
What is it? Is that your rubbish? Okay. No, he's going to go and get more. So yeah, at what point do you go, right, enough's enough, no, you've broken what? Bear in mind there is one here that is working, but the problem is because he's constantly pausing it and touching it all day long, the batteries don't last that long. They've been bashed around, so some of the, I think like the left bumper button doesn't work. So if he does go to play like Crash Bandicoot or whatever, he can't hang on, or do you know what I mean? These certain games, you need certain buttons to do certain things. Well, basically, he's been bashing them around for probably about 6 months, maybe not even as long as that, actually. And he's got to a point where the buttons on them don't work, and one of them doesn't work with the left bumper, one doesn't work with the right click, or, you know. And as much as I'm really trying to stop him from doing that, when he does it, I turn the TV off and say, stop banging and stuff like that. What have you got? Show me. What is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. There's 12 in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh. Yummy. Okay.
Listen, Duke, I'm not sure you were, but the names, but that's my book.
Sit down then. Sit down and relax. I'm trying to encourage him to sit down just as much as we can, because hopefully he'll be back in school tomorrow. He'll probably say no. I'll ask him. He'll probably say no. Hey, you. Back to school tomorrow?
No.
Yes.
No.
Back to school tomorrow.
No.
You've been asking for school since Friday. Tomorrow's Monday. So, yeah, at what point do you go, no, put up with... The problem is, she could have left that and said, no, there's 2 coming today, could have showed him on Amazon, but he doesn't really understand time. And then he would have spent all day whacking his tablet, probably breaking a 80 quid tablet, or however much they are now, 65 quid. So at what point do you go, right, is it worth to go and buy another cheap controller for a tenner, just to stop him smashing stuff up all day? Or do you stick with it? Okay, we've been trying to stick with things, but financially it just doesn't always work out worthwhile doing it. And I know that might sound like an easy cop-out, but at what point do you go, no more? It's easier for me to be stricter on him because I'm not here all the time, especially when I'm back at work. I'm off work at the moment for another week yet. But when it's just Amy here and he's doing that sort of thing, kicking off and smashing things. So if you don't fix him, can he break something else that costs more than the thing he's kicking off for? So sometimes I don't know what the best outcome or best decision to do is. I totally understand where Amy's coming from when she goes and it seems like she's the one giving in, which is normally the case. He knows Amy's a lot more softer than I am. But being firm with him doesn't always work. He doesn't understand that it's broken, why it's broken. He doesn't understand that the fact that he's constantly... And when I say he's hitting it, it's not always deliberately like I'm going to break this. He's just tapping it on his leg, but like constantly. And when you're tapping like a cheapy controller on your leg constantly, the insides of them don't last 2 minutes, and you start hearing things rattling around in them, and before long they don't work. So that's where we are. Well, let's ease him back in, and we've also got to bear in mind his frustration because he's had an operation done. He can't move like he wants it. He can't spin on his chair, which has been pretty much redundant. So yeah, he's been off since like the 19th or whatever it was, 21st of December. So you're talking like 3 weeks, 3 and a bit weeks now. He went back for a day, okay, but he went back last Tuesday for 1 day, and then he was back off for his operation. He's not been back since. So you're talking... I don't know how long that is. I'll put it in the bottom corner now how many days that is he's been off school. But yeah, it's difficult. If there is anyone out there with kids like George, how do you deal with this situation? We're not perfect. I'll never profess us to be perfect. We're not experts on autism. We're not experts on SEND children. We're maybe an expert on our own child or children. But you can't do right for doing wrong, as they say, or as my mum used to say. What do you want?
No.
What are you doing? Eating too many cakes. I think that's enough now. So yeah, if you've got any tips or what you've done with your kids, especially if there's manic as George, let us know in the comments. If you want to have a criticise, go ahead. We don't take it personally. If you want to go, oh, you're doing that wrong, you shouldn't do that, you should do this. Give us your comments, give us some suggestions what you think. Because how do you weigh it up? It's difficult. Yeah, Mummy's went to get you a remote, yeah. And this is what he's like now, like, even though he knows she's gone. Imagine if she wasn't going. It'd just be the whole day of constant kicking off and smashing things and breaking things. Possibly breaking TVs, tablets. And although that could still happen while she's gone, but let's just try to keep him calm for now. Matthew's gone with her because Amy doesn't like going many places on her own. She gets anxious, so let him crack on with it. And that's the outcome. He's already had 6 of them. And like I said, I did buy these from the shop yesterday because they're the local shop. You wouldn't eat them. These are the same, but they got the icing on, right? And you work this out. These with the icing on, exactly the same, £1.20. I bought 3 packs. Those ones with no icing, have a guess how much? That's right, £1.50. 30p more for the ones with no icing. It makes absolutely no sense. You've put 12, is it 12? Yeah, 12 dollops of icing on the others, and they're 30p cheaper. So Amy's back. How much did the controller cost you?
£33.
33, and he's in there smacking the other one still. So I did just try to say about why we buy things when he breaks them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you went to the shop obviously to get his buns, and that one that he had obviously wasn't working properly, and then he just started launching it to the walls, hitting the TV, trying to smash his blue tablet. Normally I had to get him in a bear hug and calm him down a bit. I can't do that because, you know, he's bruised from his operation. Whilst I'm looking for a PEC card that I didn't even find. So in the end he bought it to me in 3 pieces, and I'd ordered 2 from Amazon anyway. But it said getting delivered by 10 PM tonight.
Which is a bit useless. So
I went to the range and I asked, and they were like, yeah, I don't think we sell those anymore, even though it said online that they do. So then I went to Argos, got one for 20 quid, but it was a wired one. And I'm glad she said, because I was paying, and she said it's a wired one. And then the only 2 they had in stock, one was £199.
Must have been one of the super PlayStation ones, like.
And then that one was 33. And she said, do you want to spend 7 quid on accidental damage cover and we'll replace it? And I said, nah, there's no point. I've got 2 more coming today anyway, and he's just going to smash the shit out of it when he's in a mood.
And then Matthew's teasing him anyway.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, in total in the last 2 days I've spent 70 quid on 3 PS4 remotes. But it's just difficult because normally we'd like get him in a tight hug or something, isn't it? See, this is the point. If we had a safe space, then what I'd be able to do is take the remote off him and put him in the safe space. But because Plymouth City Council is shit, and we've waited 3-4 years for the bare minimum. Just
bear me 2 seconds. Sorry, just to update to your comment there, I had an email back from the, I won't say her name, but the head of SEN this morning. And the email, I'll read it to you. I haven't read the same because I only saw it when I got back from the supermarket. It says, hi Adam, it was lovely to meet you on Friday and to hear about your experiences and all about your twins too. I will look into this so that I can understand the delays and ask about the outcomes. I will be in touch as soon as I have further information. Best wishes, and her name. So at least she's got back, and that was on a Sunday. She's replied back to that. So you got to give her a chance. She's literally been in the.
Yeah, I will.
No, I'm not moaning at her. I'm just saying we're not moaning at her, but she's been in the post since, was it May? I said to you she took over. So she wouldn't have even been aware of our situation. But anyway, maybe we'll get some answers, even if it's a no. But yeah, I was just trying to more on this video say the reason why we give in, where most people maybe would say, why do you just give in? You're just giving in to him and he's just going to keep doing it and stuff like that. But it comes basically 9 times out of 10, it comes down to the cost. Either replace something that should be like a tenner or 15 quid.
Especially today is a good example. If I didn't replace the PS4 remote, I would have had to end up replacing a tablet and a TV.
Yeah. Or... And also, I did try explaining that he's been off school since, I think, the 21st or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So he's been off, he went back for 1 day, but I'm going to put in the corner how many days he's been off, bar that 1 day.
Yeah.
So he's been very bored. He's not able to spin like he would normally do, which helps regulate him. He's not able to do a lot of things. He's not hardly been out of the house in the last 3 weeks because, obviously, because of the weather as well. Yeah. All the places we go for walks have been snowed out.
He doesn't understand that he needs to rest because obviously his wound is healing and everything. So he's just getting
frustrated with it.
Off, yeah.
Yeah, so it has been very difficult, but he is on the mend. Hopefully he will go back to school tomorrow. Whether he'll last the whole day, we'll have to see how he is when he gets in, whether they contact us and say, you know, he's struggling or whatever, but I think we need to get him in at least.
I don't think he will struggle. I think because he knows that he's got to take it easy.
He has been taking it easier at home than he's been going a little bit far with some stuff, and I'm like, please don't do that.
I think the only thing we've got to say is at least this week don't take him into the hydro.
Yeah. And try to stop him from climbing stuff, jumping off higher park stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Every autistic family is different in their own way. And for us, I think George gets so destructive.
Yeah, that's the best word.
And violent when he has his mind set on something. You're really not left with any options other than to replace what he is escalating himself over. So...
And it's not just breaking things, it's hurting himself as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hitting himself in the head with a broken controller, which is what he's been doing and stuff like that. But
so, like, with this safe space thing, when they're like, the only way that we could get you on is if it's a safety thing. It absolutely is a safety thing. It's his safety, it's our safety, it's safety in general. This isn't just, you know, a child getting in a mood about something. This is a child having...
not being able to control his emotions.
Yes, and then everything around him, including people, are in...
become a target.
Yes.
Basically. Cool.
You say about what other people can suggest. The thing is, people would be like, no, don't replace it. Okay then, so then you just spend hundreds and hundreds of more pounds replacing the more expensive things that he breaks, like his tablets, like TVs. You know, we've replaced doors. Our kitchen is just damaged to bits. So if you can start at the lowest level and replace the cheapest thing that he's kicking off about...
We've improved that though, haven't we? We've improved the not breaking tablets so frequently. TVs, that has improved massively.
Yeah, but I guarantee today, if you had seen it whilst you were out...
Yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened. I'm saying that we've improved that a lot. We have improved it, or he's improved that a lot via us trying to guide him away from doing things like that.
Yeah, but I'm also holding him for his own safety, which we can't do at the moment.
Yeah, that's another issue.
So, yeah. I'm going to eat some chocolate sweets. I haven't eaten any, would you believe it or not?
Amy's had... She only put one tub of each? Of roses, quality streets...
No, don't do quality streets. They're the worst. Oh. Celebrations, heroes and roses.
But it's mainly been me and Matthew that have been picking away for him. Amy's hardly touched them.
I've eaten one.
And Amy's now ticked over the 2 stone weight loss, by the way. I know she doesn't feel like she can notice it, but believe me, you can notice it. You showed me a picture yesterday of her face. Was it your face? It was your face, wasn't it?
What's my face?
When was it? A year ago? No, 6 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
And you could noticeably see it in her face, and like things like her wedding rings now she's not wearing because even though she's had them resized now they're too big. So you've done pretty well with that.
So is 2 stone enough to warrant having
a couple of roses?
100%. Nice.
Knock yourself out, and we'll have a little update later, see how he gets on for the rest of the day. But he's not even went to that new controller; he's left it charging, and he's went straight on the old one.
He probably won't like it, but the ones that are coming from Amazon are slightly different too.
So that's all right.
Because I can't afford to pay 30, 40 quid per controller, and the fact that was the only one that Argos had left.
He's going to have to deal with that. Okay, we'll see how the day goes. Arsenal's playing Man U at 3 o'clock, so I'm hoping to be able to watch a little bit of that.
What, on the TV?
Well, I was thinking of that, but that's probably not going to happen because Hog Boy will be all over it, so I might have to watch it on my phone, but that's fine. I can watch it on the iPlayer. It's alright, only spend a fortune for your TV that you never get to even look at. That's alright. Anyway, if anyone has got any sweets or roses, what are your favourites?
You've still got a cupboard full of stuff.
Yeah, I know, because you're not eating anything anymore. So she's bought all this stuff and it's all forced onto me, which is why I'm...
It's not forced onto you, is it?
No, you know what I mean. See it? Wow! Show us! Look at the colours. Show Mummy! I'm sure Mummy's seen it. She paid for it. Show me! Look at the lights! Look at the colours!
Baby dog.
You need to calm down a bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Baby. Mummy, baby dog. Baby dog? Mummy, baby dog.
Piercy well enough to go back into school. We didn't finish the video yesterday.
Oh.
So what I think Amy's writing in there, we'll speak for her, I think we've advised them, as the hospital did, to check him regularly and to see how he goes. So yeah, we've decided, obviously, as you can see, he's pretty much, I think, recovered well enough to go back to school. We have give the school a few directions in the book. I've just rung him up and said that I'll take him in 10 minutes later than normal so that I can meet the staff further away from the school, so I can walk him in and have a bit of a chat with him about how he's been and what they just need to watch out for, really. We have written it in his book. Amy's has done that, as you can see, but more just so I can have a quick chat with him, really, because else I drop him off and he's in the school, they wait at the door, I bring him down to the door, he goes right in and then he goes running off. They won't even have a chance to talk to me, so I've asked him to come and meet us at 25 past, and then I'll have a bit longer to talk to him, so I'll let you know how it goes once I get him in. So that's George taken to school. I had a good chat with them on the way in, just explained to him about some of his care of the wounds and stuff. But he was happy going in. He walked up totally fine. In fact, I was trying to slow him down a little bit because he was trying to rush in there. I was just trying to get him to walk a bit easier so he didn't hurt his tummy and stuff like that. So yeah, he's in. It's just gone 10. I spoke to a couple of staff on the way out as well who asked about him. So I had to go, I didn't have to, but I went for it with them because a couple of staff I saw that have had George for long periods of time in that school, so I had a chat with them. It was nice for them to ask how he was. And I spoke to another mum on the way out. She was asking how he got on, and obviously was asking her stuff about her son. He's had a bit of a tricky 6 months, but he seems to have a good week back, so that's good. So yeah, I'll add a little bit to the end of the video once I get George home and I've had a chat with his class. Hopefully I'll pick him up at 3 o'clock as planned. I have told them to ring me obviously if there's any issues, but I don't think there will be, as long as they keep him off some of the stuff I've suggested, like don't let him climb on anything too high, like out in the playgrounds. Keep him off one of the playgrounds that's got some high stuff and fireman's pole, stuff like that. Keep him away from that because he would go on it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've asked him to keep him off that, keep him out of hydro. Try to avoid his running around as much as they can, which is difficult with him because he thinks he's fine now. So yeah, apart from that, all good, and we'll see how he is when I pick him up in like 4.5 hours time. So Lucy, my sister, has brought these packs up that I've just laminated. That'll make him happy today, won't it? Meal?
Yeah.
Fact that they're there.
Hopefully, I'm just hoping that is what he asked for.
Well, he's been saying octonauts can't, which means cards. And now my sister's helping Amy with this, what's it called?
Resident Evil The Village.
So Amy's been chipping away at these games when the boys are in bed normally for an hour at a time. And she's stuck, so now she's getting my sister to help her. Are you good at games, Luce?
No.
You are?
She just
Well, I'll have more time now to play them.
She's trying to hide from my camera, unlucky.
Oh my god. Don't, because I've got a spot on my face.
This is a HD full frame, that's a lucky spot.
No!
Don't distract her, she's trying to kill
I don't know where she's gone. Where's she? Oh, she's there.
And Lucy, I don't know, you might have seen her on some videos before, not many. She's like, everyone's scared of the camera. How many weeks pregnant are you, Luce?
11?
So maybe what we'll do is,
12 this week.
if you go back for our videos, there's one where we did the autism sleepover where my nephew stayed over for the night in Matthew's bed, which was a bit hectic.
Yeah.
Matthew was moaning, he keeps wriggling around in my bed.
I won't put him through that again.
So we haven't, until we get, well, once we get Matthew in his own room we could, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Because he could go on the floor, we could put a little bed on the floor. But Lucy's expecting, we don't know what, if it's a boy or a girl yet.
I'll put my money on girl.
When will it be?
June or July.
No, I mean, when will you find out the sex?
Well, I think you can find out from 16 weeks, can't you?
Yeah.
So that's like a month away.
Okay.
But I'm feeling it like it's a boy, I don't know why. But Isaac calls it baby tummy.
Aww.
But I'm going to have to end this video now because the battery's going to die. But so Lucy is going to have a second baby. Isaac, like I said, is in one of our old videos. So if you want to check it out. It's had like thousands of views, like 20,000 views, that video. I don't know why though.
Probably because I watch most of them.
Well, I don't know why, but Anyway. So you're conning Lucy into helping you with your
Yeah, but I don't know how
video, your game.
Yeah, but
Oh my god.
Lucy's the one who recommends the games, and sometimes we should be like, I'm just doing my second walkthrough of this game, so
Got a lot
Lucy's
to
the
catch
pro.
up on. Well, not really. Oh,
Let's see, I'll let them get on with it,
how do you heal?
but yeah, these
Oh, I haven't
pet
got
cards
Oh,
Lucy's done, so they're for George.
You need to go to the butler.
So yeah, I'm praying those pecs are alright, because he's just been saying optional, it's can't, which means card, pet card. So hopefully they'll suffice. But she saved the day with them today, 'cause she was going to my dad's, so she went there, I sent her an email, she printed them off, dropped them round. Saviour, lifesaver. Anyway, we'll see how George is when he comes home from school, and that's when we're going to finish the video, so just hold tight. Next clip will be him home, hopefully.
Be still when you get you still when the kitty come back.
He all appears fine physically, so... You hungry? But, yeah. So how was your day, Math?
So in the morning we did a paper of English and grammar and SPAG all together. I got 45. And then we did maths. We did some ratio. Well, no, not ratio. It's actually not really ratio. I think we're doing something else.
So you've been doing maths, basically?
Yeah, did that. And we did whole class reading.
What book are you reading?
Letters from the Lighthouse.
By who?
Oh, I don't know actually. I don't know actually.
Letters by...
Letters from the Lighthouse.
Well, I'll check it and I'll put it in the description.
It's a World War II book.
Okay.
And then we did it about this like character or whatever. And then we did assembly on Monday with team points. We didn't win sadly for this week. Yeah, that was it.
What are you watching?
Spickle on me too.
Okay. Do you want to say bye?
Bye.
Well done. You're being a good, brave boy this week. So yeah, that's the end of this long video. I know it's a lot longer than I was hoping it was kind of going to be, but it's been longer. That's just the way it is. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.